So I was originally going to start this video saying that this is a tragic story, but I just realized this is just another tragic story in a group full of people with tragic stories. So let's just get into this video. Okay, so now Byron Lewis's Mothman is among the few of the members with a semi-good moral compass in the group and a very progressive outlook on the world, which makes it even sadder when you know what happened to him. Guys, before we move on, please like and subscribe for more Watchmen content. It helps me so much. You have no idea how good that is for the channel. So thank you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing. Thanks especially to this list of people who are the newest subscribers in my channel. Thank you so much, guys. I see you. You think I don't. I see you and I read your comments. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's get into this. Minutemen, minute by minute, Mothman. Now, Byron Lewis was born on March 22nd, 1910 to a very, very wealthy family. They had a butler and everything. Byron Lewis excelled throughout his school years, but would constantly get into fights with other students because they would use derogatory terms to black people. Now, Byron, being this progressive back then, was not the norm, and he would just constantly be in fights because he would defend the minorities. Throughout his college years, he would develop a lot of left-leaning affiliations or relationships that would get him in trouble with the government later on in his life. After college, he would move on to New York, where he caught wind of a growing fad on the United States, and that is the superheroes. The first one was Hooded Justice, the second one to jump into the bandwagon was Night Owl, and Mothman was one of the first three to ever mask up. The difference is that Mothman had an actual superpower. Kinda. He developed a pair of wings which were essentially gliders, and he was the only one in the Minutemen who could do something else other than punch people. This superpower, though, would take a toll on his mental and physical health, because every time he would go out to glide, he would have to measure the wind and where the wind was coming from. He could not shift his weight more than 3 pounds over or under. And yeah, the stress of that particular aspect of being able to glide would take a toll on him. That and being thrown into a group of extreme personalities that would disturb his left-leaning sensitivities is something that would mess with Byron mentally for a long time. He was particularly scared of the comedian and Hooded Justice, and let's be honest, who wouldn't? In 1942, the United States drafted most of the Minutemen, and Byron Lewis came out as a conscientious objector, essentially saying, hey, I think what you guys doing is fucked up and I don't want to be a part of it. But they drafted him and made him, they put him on as a medical aid. 1945, the war ends and the drafted Minutemen come back. 1948, Mothman punched Captain Metropolis in the face for insulting a black cab driver. In 1949, the Minutemen disbanded, and in 1950, the government started to investigate Byron Lewis's past and started to notice a lot of what they would consider communist affiliations. And then in 1955, when the House of Un-American Activities Committees rounded up all the vigilantes and made them basically say their real identity, Mothman got labeled as a communist sympathizer. The stress of years as a vigilante and the government essentially harassing him throughout the years made him develop a case of alcoholism. This addiction would go on for years and would essentially make him have a mental breakdown that would get him institutionalized in an asylum in Maine, where he would spend the rest of his days in the loony bin, essentially. Now, this is one of the most tragic stories in the group because he didn't really die, but his brain basically became a slushy after years of stress and alcoholism and being mixed with a bunch of really fucked up people like the Minutemen, and the government harassing him for his political views also contributed to this crazy outcome of him just losing his mind to alcohol and all of these experiences. Anyways, guys, that is the story of Mothman. Remember, if you made it this far into this video, like and subscribe. It helps me a lot. I'll be uploading Minutemen videos weekly. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Remember to hit that little notification bell so you know when I upload. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Bye.